We have Jan Nepomniachtchi and Wesley So here with us. The game finished in a draw. I was wondering, Jan, have you made any move over the board today?
Well, actually, it turned out that everything was prepared, but I was playing on my own. So actually, I couldn't remember anything in this line because I would say it's particularly rare. So this bishop e3 and bishop g5 move further. Normally they play bishop g5, provoke h6, and then they play bishop e3. But this is also tricky. And okay, my coach told me that I did everything all right. But for me, I mean, every decision was connected with some huge consideration. Should I play this way or maybe something more solid? But I mean, in the end, looks like I made all the correct moves.
Wesley, what will be your comment about this opening stage?
Well, first of all, my laptop crashed yesterday, so I spent many hours fixing it, but I was eventually able to fix it with Lottie's help, so we were able to transfer some files from the other laptop. But and then yesterday the Sabbath started, so internet was really slow in the hotel, so we were having all kinds of issues, and yeah, I mean, Ian plays the Grunfeld, of course. And actually, I played Rook B1 against him in a blitz game in India just a couple of weeks ago. So I thought I'd play it again. But there he went for a different line. But now he went for the extreme main line with take, queen a5, queen a2. And of course, it's very difficult to find an advantage in any line against the Grunfeld. So I thought I'd test him there. But I wasn't able to analyze the lines as deep as I wanted to, or I should have, because of the emergency crash. But yeah, I think the problem during the game is I wasn't sure if Ian was playing it over the board or if he remembers everything perfectly. But during the whole game, he played everything the first line of the computer. One thing though is on move 21, I could have played rook ed1, which was actually what the computer recommends. But of course, it's not so clear, and over the board, it's not simple to just play on in a position 2 pawns down. And I wasn't sure what to do if he plays rook ed1 like a6 or rook c8. So I didn't want to go into a position 2 pawns down without having analyzed it properly. So I played d6, which is just equal. And actually in the end, Ian was giving fascinating lines. After d6, knight c6, I could take on c6, bc, d e7, bishop e7. And here, black is totally fine. I'm still 2 pawns down. But apparently I could play bishop h6, rook e8, rook bd1. And Ian mentioned if queen c8, I have the interesting idea, queen e7.
Yeah, and here I can play bishop d6, I think. And here after rook bishop to d1, I can play bishop d6 is a tricky move.
And then queen b2?
Then rook e1 and bishop f8, I think. That's the solution.
So after bishop d6, could I take? No.
No, the first rank is weak every time, and I have an extra check, I think.
So then
yeah, so this is just 2 pawns down. But okay,
so it doesn't work. Yeah. d1. Yeah, I think so it doesn't work, but it's a very fascinating idea. But I could play rook bd1, rook e8, bishop g5, and then take probably just also a draw. Take.
Yeah, also. Of course, it's a drawish because, I mean, in the worst case, black can just transpose the game to some kind of positions, bishop and rook, and the pawn against the queen. And even I think 3 on a 3 is an easy draw for black, but also having an extra pawn like on a file, maybe giving some chances, sometimes even to the let's say to the side without the queen, yes, or to pieces, and passer is normally very strong, especially when it's a bishop.
Yeah, and I think even if you give up the passer, it's still a draw.
Yeah, indeed. I think 3 on is also an easy draw because
bishop.
Yeah, so it's just I can just stay passively, and this is surely a draw. Yeah.
Yeah, are you happy with the outcome of today's opening stage compared to the previous match?
Well, I mean, of course, especially if we compare, because I managed to make all the correct moves in the opening. And but in general, it's very, let's say, common scenario nowadays that white is trying, I mean, to let's say make some tough exam for an opponent to remember all the correct decisions. Yeah, and this is if you did your homework well, then okay, then you're fine and you can go away with a draw. Yeah, but otherwise you should normally fight in a worse position. Yeah. So today was, of course, a good day comparing to my black game against Barry's.
Your previous match, what you played, okay, you played also some games, normal games in India, but the previous match was in Fischer Random. What is better, to play classical chess or Fischer Random chess against each other?
Maybe we should ask Ian first. What do you prefer?
Well, I believe Wesley shouldn't be too disappointed with Fischer Random. Yeah, so, well, I mean, Fischer Random is fun to play, but it's extremely tough because it's like the opening preparation doesn't help you really too much because I believe we even had some time, I mean, in between the games, but it wasn't enough. Yeah, I mean, a few minutes or even 1 hour, but it doesn't really work. It doesn't really help you that much because your opponent can make like some Pazzero's first move, like not according to the free lines of the computer, and then you're completely on your own. Yeah, so you should try to play from the move 1, not from the move 20, let's say. And it was really, let's say, tough tournament, I think, for both of us. And probably we didn't shine in the next events. Yeah, so I just was eliminated in the first round in Hamburg, and I believe Wesley suffered some tough tournament in Bucharest. So.
Yeah, I think because the problem with that is we only had 2 days in between Norway and our next tournament, so it was impossible to play considering the travel also. But yeah, I mean, I like Fischer Random also because the fact that if your computer crashes or if your internet doesn't work, then no problem. Then just take a walk and basically have a rest day. Just try to get 12 hours of sleep. But also, if it was Fischer Random, then maybe Vladimir Potkin won't be here. So we shouldn't hurry with Fischer Random because he needs his job.
I would think that maybe it's a sign for you just to have a rest. I mean, when computer is not working, when the internet is slow.
Yeah, that's true. But in chess, you kind of need to prepare a little bit.
Just a little bit, yes. So, okay, I will not take your time. Let's prepare for the next game and all the best in the next round. Thank you.